Here's Smith. Up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22.
First down, Prescott rolling to his right, and his first look is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Prescott eluding the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It's a keeper with Prescott.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Prescott on play action. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They are, however, facing 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And that is no good. and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start here with Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They got him in. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 9.
At the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Steve Smith, 46 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Right side complete. That's Woods. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play action now. Prescott can't get away, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And it's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. lead going for it. It's Prescott. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, Bill.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage. An
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. That's It's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 50.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Patriots 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7-10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Open man, the tight end fails.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now McCoy. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdowns.